Hello friends, welcome back to math. Today we are doing lesson 15. I can count on up to 3 more using numeral and 5 group cards and fingers to track the change. Now this is what we did yesterday. We were using our dots for our 5 group cards and we were counting on with our fingers. We're going to do the same today, but there's a little twist today. We aren't doing a normal lesson. We are actually going to play a game. So let's get our brains started with our warm-up for our fluency, and then we'll get ready for our game, okay? So let's look at our fluency today. Maybe if my pen works.
Oh, no.
I think my battery's dead. Miss Nicholson, will you click? Actually to the second one. There we go. Today you have a sprint or a dash, or fluency, whatever you want to call this thing. You know the drill. We get on there, we set our timer for 2 minutes this time, and you're going to complete as many of these as you can. Now, you notice it looks different today. We've got some dots and numbers. So those dots are there to help you if you need help to count on. I think some of you can do this without counting on with the dots. I think you might be able to do it in your head. But if you need them, they're there. But if you notice, they start disappearing the further you get down. And then eventually, there's no dots at all. So if you make it this far in your 2 minutes, there's no more dots to help you. But we know strategies that can help you figure out how to count on if you need help. You can use your fingers. Okay, so 2 minutes, go do that real quick. See how many you can get done. Come back to me and we'll do our lesson with Miss Singleton. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get ready. Oh, wait, no, we have to do our application problem before we do our lesson. So come back with your whiteboard so we can do our application problem. Okay, guys, welcome back. I hope you were super fast. I hope you got a whole lot of those done. And maybe you didn't need the dots, maybe you just use your fingers, or maybe you used your brains. We'll see. Today's application problem, if you don't already have your whiteboard or piece of paper or something, get it now. You can pause the video if you need to go get it. And then let's look at it. It's kind of long today, and there's a lot involved. So we're gonna, our detective caps, put them on our head, and we're gonna use those detective skills to try to figure out this application problem today, okay? So first things first, we're always going to read through the problem, see if we can find out what it's asking us to do. Then we're going to go back and be detectives and figure out the important information. So let's get started. Joshua and Rebecca were eating raisins. Joshua had 7 raisins and took 2 more from the box. Rebecca had 9 raisins and took 2 more from the box. Who had a greater number of raisins, Joshua or Rebecca? Draw math drawings and write number bonds or number sentences to show how you know. So let's look at this. That's a lot of stuff in there. But we know that we have to do a math drawing, number bond or number sentence to show us how we know that. Now here's the thing. If we're doing a number bond and a math sentence in math drawings, we have to do 2 of each because we're doing 1 for Joshua and 1 for Rebecca. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 on this side and 1 on this side to help us out. That's my blank ones, so I can fill them in as we find out the information. Okay, now I have my blank templates. Here's my math sentence, number bond, math sentence, number bond. Go back, be our number detectives, and find out the numbers to help us solve this problem. Remember, we also have to draw a math drawing. When I draw a math drawing, I'm keeping it simple, just gonna draw little circles, okay? Joshua had 7 raisins and took 2 more from the box. What information is important in that sentence? Right, Joshua had raisins. Let's put a 7. Draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did he take? 2 more. And I'm going to put Joshua above it. That way it helps me know that this side is all for Joshua. So can I fill in some stuff on my number bond and my number sentence for Joshua? Yeah, I can. 7 and 2. Now, is that the parts or the total or the whole? 7 and 2 are my parts. So I'm going to put 7 that he had and the 2 more that he took. Now, can I solve for my total? Do I have enough information to solve my total? I do. So I can do that. Now, I got to think of what strategy I'm going to use. I think for me, I'm going to count on, and I'm going to use my picture to help me. You could also count on and use fingers, or you could other ways. You could do it in your head. So let's start here. 7, 8, 9. How many did Joshua eat? 7, 8, 9. He had 9 total. Now, we're done with this part, but we're not done yet. Now we got to figure out Rebecca. Rebecca had 9 raisins and took 2 more from the box. So what is my important information on that one? Rebecca had 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9, and how many more did she take? 2 more. I'm gonna put Rebecca right here. Okay, so can I take this information and fill in any part of my number sentence or number bond? Yes, I can. Am I gonna put it in the total or am I gonna put it in the parts? I'm gonna put it in my parts because she had 9 and she took 2 more out of the box. Had 9, 2 more out of the box. Now what can I do to solve for my total? If you said we could count on, then you're right. Count on using my fingers, count on in my head, or I can count on using my dots or my 5 cards. So let's start with 9. 9, 10, 11. How many did I have? 11. So she had 11 raisins. Now we are not done yet because there's still more to our story. Who had a greater number of raisins, Joshua or Rebecca? Now that word, greater, what does greater mean? Does greater mean the smaller amount or the big amount? If you said the bigger amount, you're correct. So the bigger amount is what we're looking for. Did Joshua have the bigger amount or did Rebecca have a bigger amount? Rebecca had the bigger amount. She had 11. Joshua only had 9. So how many more did Rebecca have? Let's count on. 9, 10, 11. She had 2 more. So we now know that Rebecca had a greater amount of raisins than Joshua. We drew a picture to show how we knew that. We drew numbers to show how we knew that. And we drew math sentences to show how we know that. Great job, guys. You can erase your boards because you're going to need them for our lesson with Miss Singleton. Because remember, we're playing a game today. So go ahead, erase your boards, and let's get ready. All right, guys, make sure your board is ready. You have something to write with or a piece of paper, and let's see what Miss Singleton is doing today.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 50. Today, we'll be counting on up to 3 more. Here are the materials for today's lesson.
Now, we don't have those number cards or those 5 group cards. That's what our board is going to be for. We're going to use our board as our number cards. So you'll be writing out your numbers instead of using your cards today, okay?
Take a moment to collect them and then we'll begin. Let's get started. Let's use our strategies for counting on to play a counting on game. We will need to use counting on with our fingers and with 5 group cards to play. Take a look at the number sentence. 6 plus 3 equals blank. Show how we use counting on with our fingers to solve this.
6, 7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. Now, show how to use our 5 group cards to solve this. I'm going to listen as you count on aloud.
6, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Great job. I heard 6, 7, 8, 9. Why did each strategy get to the same answer? I'm listening. You're right. Both are ways to keep track of the part we are counting on. This is a type of shortcut. It is a fast or efficient strategy. Today, we're going to practice using these shortcuts or strategies to play a counting on game.
I like to think of these shortcuts or strategies as kind of like cheat codes when you're playing this game. So let's use our cheat codes today.
Here are the directions. I will show you a number sentence. You're going to count on using your fingers to find the missing number. Then I'll show what that looks like on your fingers or using your 5 group cards. And if you did it and have the correct answer, you get a point. You'll have to keep
Boys and Girls Club
by
can be
making tally marks
dismissed.
for
Boys
each
and Girls
point
Club
you
can
get.
be dismissed.
Ready?
Sorry, guys.
I have blank equals 6 plus 2.
Okay, so let's solve that. Let's write that down on our dry erase boards or our boards. 6 plus 2. And, oh, I put it on the wrong side. Let me put it over here. And let's solve to get our number. Now, like she said, use your fingers or your 5 group cards. Miss Ray, I don't have 5 group cards. That's okay. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your number and you're gonna draw your dots. Okay, so either count on with your fingers or count on using your dots.
All right. 6, 7, 8. So what is our total? 8. If you're using 5 group cards, it should look like this. 6, 7, 8. Ready for another?
Okay, let's do our next
Blank
one.
equals 7 plus 3.
Okay, same thing. We're gonna write it down. Count on with your fingers or use your 5 group dots. 1, 2, 3.
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Did you get 10? You get a point. All right, using number cards. 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you get 10?
All right, so far
Great
we've got
job.
2 points.
I have 3 plus 2 equals blank.
Okay, new problem. 3 plus 2 equals blank. Solve with your fingers by counting on or use your dots.
3, 4, 5. 5 is the correct answer. 3, 4, 5. You're getting really good at this.
We got 3 points.
I have blank equals 5 plus 2.
Okay, new problem. Write it down on your board. Blank equals, was it 5 plus 2? Use your fingers to count on or make your dots to help you count on. Let's see what we're up with. Hope we get this one right.
5, 6, 7. These number cards should look like this. 5, 6, 7. How about 6 plus 1 equals blank?
Oh, I think we could probably do this one on our head, in our heads, because we're doing 6 plus 1 more. But still, if you need help, you can use counting on with your fingers or our dots.
6, 7. 6, 7. Did you get 7? You get a point. Last one. 7
plus 1. I think I forgot a point. 7 plus 1 equals blank. Remember, you can count on 1 more, use your dot, or count on your fingers. 7 plus 1.
plus 1 equals blank. 7, 8. Or you could have said 7, 8. We still got to the same answer of 8. You get a point. Did you get at least 5 points?
Yes, we did.
If so, you're doing really good at this counting on game. This ends our lesson for today. Now it's time for you to work on your problem set. Your must-do problems from the problem set are numbers 1C and 2A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Set a timer or watch the clock for 10 minutes and complete those problems. Great work today. I can't wait to see you for the next lesson. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. So if you'll give me just a second to pause, I'm going to be quick like the flash and get our board brought up with our problem set, and then we're going to go see what we have to do before we go work on it, okay? So let's look. Told you, I'm fast like the flash. I can really quick. Now, this looks very similar to what we did yesterday, okay? You have a picture, some blanks, and a sentence. We got to fill in all of that so we can solve our problem. Now, our directions tell us to count on to add. What are our strategies that we can use to count on? We can count on in our heads. We can count on our fingers. We can use dots to help us count on. Now, we don't need to draw dots for these because it has a picture to help us. So we don't need the dots. We don't really even need our fingers. We can count on our head using the picture. So let's look. How many crowns do I have in my box? I have 5. How many crowns are out of my box? 1. 5 crowns in my box, plus 1 crown out of my box equals how many crowns altogether? So let's count on 5, 6. I have 6 crowns all together. It's very simple. So let's look at another one. Let's see if I can get my pen to work. Oh, it lit up. Yay. All right, let's look at this one. Let me bring it up just a little bit. How many balloons are in my hand? 5. How many balloons are in this hand? 2. I have 5 balloons in one hand and 2 balloons in another hand. How many balloons are all together? Let's count on 5, 6, 7. I have 7 balloons. There are a total of 7 balloons. Very simple. Now I'm not going to do this next one because this is the one you will do on your problems. This is problem C of number 1. So you will do that one on your problem set. But let's look at the next page. Oh my, look at all those problems. I bet you're thinking, oh, do I have to do all of that? No, all of these today. But let's look at these. These look very similar to what we did yesterday. We drew the dots with them, but today there's no picture, there's no dots. You can count on still. Can I draw dots if I need to? Yes. Can I use my fingers if I need to? Yes. Can I count on in my head if I need to? Yes. You have 3 different strategies that we've been talking about. You can use any of those 3 to help you. If I say, Miss Ray, I don't know what 4 plus 3 is. Hey, let's go draw 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. And let's start with 4 and count on. 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do I have? 7. Okay. You are only going to complete this row of problems. You are not going to complete this row unless you want to. Okay. You're going to do number 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You do not have to do H through N. So you're going to do 1 C and 2 A through G. You also have to do the exit ticket. Make sure you do both of them before you turn them in to me, okay? Once you turn them in, I'll grade them, see how you did, and then you're going to come back to me so we can talk about our lesson today. Okay, guys, now that you're done with your problem set, let's talk about our lesson today. You all learned 3 different strategies on how to count on our number problems. So what were some of the strategies we used? If you said that we could count on using our fingers, you would be right. If you said that we could count on using our brains, you would be right. And if you said, Miss Ray, we drew dots. Well, yeah, we did. Remember, those are our 5 group cards, but we can kind of refer to them as dots too. So we talked about how we can count on using our brains, 5, 6, 7, or we could use our fingers, 5, 6, 7, or we could use our little dots where we could say 5, 2 dots. So remember, any of those that help you, please use them. That helps us get smarter and we can work our problems faster. Eventually, we won't need those dots. We won't need our fingers. We'll just use our brains. So until the next time I see you for lesson 16, have a great night, guys. Bye.